Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Carol and I'm glad that you could be here today with me. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And if you're stopping by, I'd appreciate it if you would give this video a like, if you like it, and to also subscribe if you like this type of content. I'm really trying to build up my channel. So if you do that, I'd really appreciate it. Today we're going to be working on a secretary desk with a hutch on top. This is like a vintage looking piece. I don't know how old it is. This is a marketplace find. So we're going to be working on that today. And I'm going to decorate it for fall. And I'm also going to use some plates. I got these plates off of Amazon that are Mackenzie Child's dupe. So if you're into that, we're going to be working with that today. And they're inexpensive. They're not expensive at all. So if you want to dupe, maybe that's the way to go. Of course, I will always link whatever I'm using from Amazon down below. But also I want to share a little story with you guys. The other day, my mom, she texted me this picture, and it was a picture of a yellow daisy. And she's kind of been going through some things lately. So she said to me, "What kind of flower is this? It just popped up in my driveway. It just started growing. And it's been here for a little while." So I said, "Oh, Mom, that's a yellow daisy." And I said to her, "God gave you that daisy. He gave that to you, and as a gift." And she said, "I think so too, because God does really care about everything that we go through. He cares about the little things that we don't think he cares about, but he does. He cares about them. He cares about us very much. And he shows us these little signs everywhere around us in nature, you know, to remind us that he's there and that he does care." So I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that it was just a sweet, sweet thing. And I actually looked up the meaning of yellow daisies because you know how some flowers they have meanings. So I looked this up and it said that daisies are a sign of joy and cheerfulness and hope you're feeling better kind of things. If you wanted to send somebody a feel better flower, usually you would pick daisies, white daisies or yellow daisies. And so I thought that was really interesting, you know, how God works in even the littlest of ways. If we look all around us, we can see nature and the things that God has done in his creation. But speaking of that, I'm excited to feed the birds again because I hold off from feeding the birds in the spring and the summer. And there's a reason for that. But I'm looking forward to feeding them again in the late fall and early winter. And I will feed them all winter long because that's when basically the birds need it the most. And we get so many different birds here. We have a wildlife reserve behind us. So we have a lot of different animals that come by, and we get a lot of different birds, and it's interesting to watch, and also our cat loves it. So anyways, the reason why I stopped feeding the birds in the spring and the summer was because last spring, not this past one, but the one before last year, um, I decided I was going to feed the birds in the spring. And we're going along all spring and we're getting into early summer and everything's fine, you know. So I'm sitting out on my deck one afternoon. I'm relaxing. I'm got a cup of iced coffee and I'm reading. And next thing I know, I hear all these noises, scratching noises, and the deck is vibrating. Now I have a second story deck on the back. That's where I was sitting. And the deck is vibrating. And I'm like, what is going on here? So I'm thinking, are we having an earthquake? What's going on? The next thing I know, I see this big black furry head pop up on the corner of the deck. And I'm like, yeah, that's a bear. So I got up, I jumped up so fast out of my chair and I ran inside and my heart was beating. I was like, oh no. He grabbed the bird feeder, pulled and broke the iron hook it was on off of the deck, and he took it down into the yard, and he was eating the seed that was in it. Luckily, there wasn't a lot of seed left in it because I had to fill it again. But he hung around for a while, and I got some pictures of him. So, yeah. So he was cute, but at a distance. So I learned my lesson with that. Don't feed the bears in the spring and the summer. Just don't do it, because I read after that bears can smell something like birdseed, which has sunflowers in it. They can smell that for up to 5 miles away. So don't do it. But I'm looking forward to feeding the birds again. So with all that said, let's get started on this secretary desk hutch. Okay guys, so this is the hutch we're going to be working on. I'm just going to close the door so you can see, and it has this this flower design on it, but I always keep the doors a little open on it like this once I've designed it. So let's get started on designing. Now you'll see here I have already the plates that I was talking about, the Mackenzie Childs dupe, and I'm just going to show you them up close. They have a little bit of shine to them. They're hard, but guess what guys, they're plastic, and they're inexpensive, and they're pretty. So I like them, so I thought I would use them to add in. I'm not worried about breaking them because they're plastic. So I've got them lined up to where I want them. I have a shelf room here which plates can go. So this is my starting point. And now what I'm going to add is these Rae Dunn Fall Y'all plates, little leaves, and they're really pretty. I have a set of 4 of them, but I'm only going to be using 2 here. Okay, so next we're going to be adding these pumpkin plates that say gather. These I got from the Dollar Tree last year. I just thought they were really pretty, and I love the colors of the pumpkins, that there's an orange one and a white one. It's like right up my alley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these little plate stands. Okay, and I think that looks really pretty. And then on the top, we're going to be adding these grateful ones. These also are from the Dollar Tree, and they have leaves on them. Pretty. Okay, guys, next we are going to add a little pumpkin here, and it comes with a lid. These are really cute. I got a set of 4 of these from Amazon, and I will also link those. Just put them right there. And now we're going to be adding these little pilgrims. Oh, I'm getting a little blurry there. There we go. These little pilgrims. I got the little boy too. And there's a cross that goes with them. And my mom gave me these one year for Thanksgiving. Put that right there. And next I'm going to be adding in 2 of these. These are picks that I had gotten from Walmart. I don't know if they have them this year, but they were from last year. And I'm just going to add these in. And next I'm adding in these little gold velvet pumpkins. I do love gold for the fall too. It's just so pretty. And these I got at the Dollar Tree. Next item is this cardinal. I think this is a female one because she's not completely all red, whereas the males are more red. But you can, cardinals are around all year. So you can use these in your decor for fall. And I'm just going to add this little wreath for him to sit on. Her to sit on. And I'm going to add this pumpkin. It's a heavy, I don't know what it's made of, but it's very heavy. And it says grateful, thankful, blessed. And I'm going to add that on top of a little green wreath too. And next I'm going to be adding this bird. And I made a little nest for him out of some fake moss greenery. These are available on Amazon. And then I'm going to add this owl, this little owl with, you can tell I like birds, right? This owl with her baby. I'm going to add it on this little stand. And then lastly, I'm going to be adding these candles. These are battery operated candles. I'm just going to put one here and one over here, just to give it a little bit of light. And I think we're done. So I just want to give you guys a little view of what I've done here. Now on the top, I've had these up here. I usually keep them all year round, and I just add seasonal things to it. And the little wooden house up there too. And I added this greenery, greenery here. And then I just put a draping of the fall leaves garland on top of that. And I think that looks pretty. And then here we go, what we've just styled inside of the hutch. And I'm going to put the doors the way I normally do. Go. And then down below, I have my kitty, my blonde kitty, I call her. And I bought her at a thrift store. She's vintage. And I gave her a little black and white checked bow. And there goes my kitty. I gave her some fall leaves to sit on. And down underneath, I keep this wooden basket with some extra throw blankets. And I put one of the pumpkins I had crocheted. And there we go. There it is, completely styled. And that's my topiary tree next to it. Forgive my light here. That's my topiary tree next to it. I do love topiary trees. And the print on the wall here is just a gold leaf. And I thought how pretty for the fall that would be. It's really pretty. And so there we are. We have styled this Secretary Hutch for the fall. So I'm so glad you guys could join me today to style this hutch. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be working on next week. We'll see what I come up with. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe if you are not. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. And I hope you guys stay encouraged, stay safe, pray for each other, and stay blessed. Thanks. I'll see you guys again. Bye.
Hello.